Truffles. I've been involved with Islamic education for a very long time. Since I was a kid and my mother was teaching me surahs before I would go to bed, to being in a Quran school, to going to Medina University, to later on founding Al-Maghrib Institute. In all these years of Islamic education, learning and teaching and seeing all these different students, I've learned one major lesson. Studying Islamic knowledge is like a cycle of antibiotics, right? You know when the doctor tells you that you're going to start these antibiotics, but you can't stop until you finish the cycle. Otherwise, you'll create a super bug, meaning that, the germs that are inside of you or the sickness will start fighting it off and they'll get stronger. So you have to go through the entire cycle. I believe that Islamic knowledge is like that as well. That once you start studying, you can't just stop. Otherwise, you become super ignorant, right? And what do I mean by that? Super ignorant because the person who just studies from one book or takes one or two classes, they might get put up on a pedestal. They might be going around giving khutbahs. People ask them questions that they don't know, and they don't say, I don't know, so they start telling people things that are not part of Islam, i.e., they become super ignorant. Let's take a look then at today's verse that comes to us from Surah Al-Kahf.
فوجدا عبدا من عبادنا آتيناه رحمة من عندنا وعلمناه من لدنا علما.
In this ayah, Allah tells us the story of how Prophet Musa ﷺ went out seeking somebody who was more knowledgeable than him, and that was Khidr ﷺ. His name was Khidr. When Prophet Musa ﷺ met him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described Khidr ﷺ as someone whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave mercy and knowledge. Gave mercy and knowledge. The scholars mentioned in reflecting on this verse that the more knowledge a person gets of Islam, in fact, their mercy with other people should also increase. All right, let's take a look at this on a grid. You have some people that have no mercy and no knowledge. So this is somebody that's totally ignorant, and on top of that, they have no mercy. They have no character. They're being mean with everybody. So that's kind of like the worst situation that a person can be in. The next person on this grid is somebody who does have knowledge, but they don't have mercy with the people. This could be somebody that you want to learn from, but they're so mean, right? And then their character, you're thinking, where is the character of the Prophet ﷺ in this person? Doesn't he know anything about the character? Hasn't he learned anything? So even though this person has knowledge, unfortunately, because this person doesn't have mercy, he's putting up boundaries around this knowledge that people find it difficult to get past. Now, the third person in this grid is somebody who does have mercy with others. They have good character, but they don't have knowledge. Now, the question about why they don't have knowledge, maybe they're still seeking out that knowledge. They're sincerely trying, which we hope for, because this is what is required in Islam, that we increase in our knowledge. But this person has husnul khuluq, good character, and hopefully, inshallah ta'ala, they'll work to build up their knowledge as the Quran and Sunnah guides and commands. So the fourth person on this grid is the person who does have mercy and has knowledge, which is something that Khidr alayhi salam had, and it's something that we all seek, to have knowledge of the deen and to couple that with mercy. And it's so obvious that somebody who has knowledge would know that they need to be merciful with other people. Because in hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man la yarham la yurham." The person who isn't merciful with other people will not be treated mercifully by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's incumbent upon us to treat people with mercy, and it's knowledge that leads a person to understand that. And in another hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Ar-Rahimuna yarhamuhum ar-Rahman." That the people who are merciful with others, Ar-Rahman, the merciful one, will treat them with mercy. And then the Prophet ﷺ continued, Irhamu man fil ard, yarhamukum man fis sama. Have mercy on the people who are on the earth, and the one who is in the heavens will have mercy on you.